Hello, good and faithful people of the Church of the Mediator. It's Father Dale. I hope you're well whenever and wherever it is you hear this message this week. I found some interesting history this week that I'm going to share with you in a few moments, something I didn't know about the Church of the Mediator until this week. But coming up, first, tonight at 7 p.m., we will sing for the first time Evensong en Español. This is a great opportunity for our 1 p.m. community and any of you who wants to come as well. Music will be great. And it's a pretty special thing because I don't know of any other parishes in the Episcopal Church that have a Spanish language evensong. And I thought, and Anthony thought, that it would be good to bring that part of our tradition to our Spanish language worship as well. This weekend, Friday, tomorrow, we leave, and through Saturday is Diocesan Convention. Big convention for the Diocese of Bethlehem and the Diocese of Central Pennsylvania will be meeting jointly in Scranton and making decisions together about the potential, the probability of reunification that will happen for that diocese, the Diocese of the Susquehanna, on January 1st, 2026. That's coming up too. Oh my goodness. Sunday is a pretty normal Sunday, 9 a.m. Eucharist in Spanish, coffee hour following that liturgy, and then 1 p.m. Eucharist in Spanish. Should I say Spanish before? I meant English. 9 a.m. is in English. Don't worry, my friends. 9 a.m. is actually in English. 1 p.m. is actually in Spanish. Coffee hour following the 9 a.m. and off and running we will go. You will find in happenings this week, there are a few things that I want to highlight in this happenings. One is you will find there a link to purchase tickets for Anthony and Dale in concert. We are working on our repertoire for that concert. It will include quite a number of art songs by Franz Schubert, some folk songs, some spirituals, and a couple of, if I can get my act together, a couple of solo piano pieces as well. Piano and voice. Anthony, of course, as you know, has that gorgeous, big, deep bass voice, and I will be accompanying on piano as well. Those tickets are on sale. They're based on where in the congregation you want to sit. Front 4 pews, middle 8 pews, back 4 pews. You can go online and you can buy your ticket right through that link and that portal. Also going on sale, and a link for that is in happenings this week too, is our lasagna takeout dinner. You can buy 1 to 10 portions, however many you want. It will be delicious homemade lasagna with a green salad, a dinner roll and butter, and a piece of vanilla cake. So that will be for pickup on Saturday, November 15th in the afternoon. You'll be able to drive right through the alleyway and we will bring that lasagna out to you. Please invite friends, family, neighbors to participate in that as well. It's a fundraiser for the parish and we'd love to sell a lot of lasagna. So that's a great way for folks to be able to have a dinner, a really nice homemade dinner, and to also benefit the Church of the Mediator, our mission and our ministry. Don't forget, of course, that we are also in stewardship season, annual campaign season. A letter just went out from me in the mail. You should be receiving that soon. You'll be getting information more about that. Pledge cards will go out as they usually do toward the end of the campaign, almost to November. That's actually coming up pretty soon, obviously, but expect your pledge card. That'll come out with a letter from David Bory, Senior Warden, and other information that will come along with the pledge card. That then we will have our ingathering of pledges on Sunday, November 2nd at a 10 a.m. bilingual liturgy for the Sunday after All Saints. All of that coming up, my friends. Anthony and Dale, please also invite people to that. We want to pack the place. Again, this is a fundraiser for the church. It's one of these visions of us finding other ways of supporting our mission and ministry that invite other people into it, so that it's not just those of us who are part of the Church of the Mediator, but others can benefit from being in our space, enjoy the gift of music, enjoy the gift of good food, and also be part of contributing to our mission and ministry as a parish in this place, West Park, Allentown. So what did I find in the archives this week? Well, interestingly enough, I was looking for something completely different in the archives, and as oftentimes happens when I dig around the archives, because I love the archives, it's one of my favorite things, and it's one of my favorite things to just waste time on if I'm in the office. And I don't do it frequently enough, but it is so much fun. I was digging around looking for something else entirely, and that led me to a history of the parish that was written in the 1940s, late 1940s, by a priest who had been retired, who retired and was associated with the parish at that point in time. His name was Morris Durr. And Morris Durr wrote this history of the Church of the Mediator, and there's a couple copies of it. It was all hand type on a typewriter, which is kind of fun to see, and there are every once in a while you'll see a typo in this document. But it's a pretty thorough history up through that period of the parish's life. And at the back of the book, there is a section where he has set in pictures. There's a picture of the worship space when it was in the Commons Room, what was it, the Commons Room now. There's a picture of Emanuel Durr, who was an associate of Mr. Ebeline, one of the first senior wardens when the church moved out from the 6th Ward, Jefferson Eberline, and some pictures of the nave being constructed. The present church building in the making, which would have been in the late 50s. But on this page, I thought this was so funny because we were talking at the adult forum about deaconesses as Deacon Jen was introducing herself. And I did not realize that for a period of about 6 years, a deaconess, she was at that point in time retired, so she was kind of associated with the parish, had taken up residence with her brother who lived here in Allentown, and she was part of the Church of the Mediator. Her name was Deaconess Eliza A. Christman. She was also a family member of Morris Durr, who wrote the history. But Deaconess Eliza, it happens that in 1948, and that's when this newspaper clipping is from, and you see there behind Deaconess Eliza is Robert Not Merriman, who was the priest at that point in time. He actually, this was not long before he died. Deaconess Eliza was celebrating her 50th anniversary of being a deaconess, and the Church of the Mediator got together and presented her not only with a tea at the home of Mrs. Kapoff, who, if you've seen the plate on the door to the sacristy, Mrs. Kapoff was, the sacristy was dedicated to Miss Kapoff, but they celebrated her with a tea and a purse. They collected money to celebrate her 50th anniversary of being a deaconess. This was, of course, before women could be ordained to the diaconate or the priesthood or the episcopate in the Episcopal Church. This was after the first woman in the Anglican Communion was ordained a priest, which happened in the church in Taiwan, Florence Lee Tim Oy. But Deaconess Eliza was here for a few short years, here at the Church of the Mediator. We give thanks for her ministry. I wonder what she was up to. A lot of times deaconesses were involved with taking care of people's health and health ministries, but I also wonder what other things she might have been up to. There's a few of you who might have very early memories of Deaconess Christman. I'd love to hear about that, but a little bit of our history. We had a deaconess. We now have a deacon. Aren't we blessed by God for that and for Deacon Jen's presence among us? I'll see you on Sunday, my friends, if not before. Until then, blessings.